Yeah. What's going on?
What's going on, George?
Same old shit.
Yeah, you've been upset with me the last couple of days, huh?
Uh, I'm just still. I'm not buying into this because I've had three people tell me I'm not buying into this horse shit because three different people have told me that there's just no way. There's a thing when they put the vault in the casket in. There is a vault. So, like, let's say, for example, if someone was buried alive, right? Let's say they died and came back to life.
Yeah.
There ain't no way in hell that they're going to get out of that. So they would die again. But there is a vault that covers the casket. So any sonar that's going to hit, it's going to hit the vault cover. And I had three.
GG, did I tell you that it was a for sure thing, or is that something I didn't want to tell you because that was something that was discussed?
Well, what I'm saying is that this court, oh, and I'm eating when I'm talking to you, but this this Martin is a horse's ass. Martin is a horse's ass. He's a liar, and
Well,
most of the time he lies about stuff. And and
I'm gonna
yeah,
tell you right
and
now. I think you were right,
uh,
and how I know you're right is only three other people knew about the grave thing. And I'm 100% glad you didn't say that in your video because that was a test to see who's leaking stuff to you.
wait. Say that again.
The grave thing that I said that I read about was in a specific chat room. Only three people seen it. Me and two other goons. Marty posted that to see if we would tell you, to see if you would say something in a video to find out who's leaking stuff because he's scared that you know things based on your previous video. So he was trying to find
Well,
out the leak.
yeah, well, for him to be scared, then that's great because that son of a bitch needs to be scared.
So
Well,
I'm quite honestly, first of all, I'm glad that they didn't do that to your grandma, and your father.
dude, with I mean that, yeah, but I'm just saying that really fucked with my head. That really fucked with my head, and the whole weekend was fucked up for me. And then of course, I got really mad about what happened Sunday. But anyway,
Here's the thing.
I can't.
I
It
don't
was.
I,
I mean,
I generally don't tell you things unless I know for sure, which is why I didn't want to tell you that cuz I couldn't confirm that.
right.
And you were like,
Okay.
well, if it involves me, tell me. And I was like, I really didn't want to
Well,
because of I didn't want you to be upset by it. And when I read it, I was just like, that's fucked up. And I called my lawyer immediately, and I was like, I've never like, there's no way. He was just like, if they actually did that, if someone actually did that, that's news. That's news.
um,
That'll be
well,
on the
there's
fucking 6 o'clock news in a
right,
heartbeat.
right. But there's no way. There's no way in China that would freaking happen because of it because the guy over there explained to me that even if that was it's they're not even picking up the casket. It's what they're picking up. If the sonar is picking up anything, it's picking up the case vault. The case vault, and it's holds secure. It's not like way back in the olden days where they put a casket and you just put it in the ground.
Yeah,
There's a case vault that secures the whole casket. So let's say if someone comes back to life, they're
yeah,
fucked.
yeah.
They ain't getting it.
And but I do know they that is one of his plans for sure, is to still exhume them. That's why I believed it. Kind of. That's why I was just like, that's the only reason why I told you, is because I know that is one of his plans, and so it just made sense that
He's going to have he's going to have a hard time pulling that shit off. Unless, excuse me, unless he digs from the top. Now, if he digs from the top, that's then yeah, and then his ass is going. Whoever's doing the digging is going to prison.
Oh, absolutely.
Whoever does the damn digging is going to prison. Okay, I'm sure of that. But that has to be from the top. That's the only way. It's from the top. There's no underground, whatever you want to call it.
No tunnel on the ground.
And then because the water it would absorb, the water would come up and then flood the dam, become the damn ground. Like it's water would absorb in the ground. So yeah, that's not even possible.
Yeah, and Sunday was a bad night for you, huh?
Yeah, it was a bad night. God damn it, it was a bad night. I just don't know. I mean, they played a great game. They played out of their minds. But shit, just losing to that team, I don't know. Can't control it. I mean, nothing I can do about it.
Well, I'm glad you didn't take my bet.
Well, no, what? Because it was a bet. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, you'd been banging Mary Elizabeth if you lost.
Dude, let's that's sickening, man. I mean, it was funny the first time.
It's gonna
funny
always
the second
be funny.
time.
It's always gonna be funny.
Yeah, come up with something different. For God's sakes, come up with something different.
If I came up with something different, you'd cry about it and not want to talk to me. So just be happy.
Dude, it's okay. It's funny, haha. But it's sickening. I don't.
It's not.
That's like It's just like can't think of anything. But it's just disgusting to think about that.
It's really that bad to you, huh? Damn.
Well, imagine you taking a piece of that. How would you feel?
I'll blow her fucking back out.
Okay, well, that's you. I guess I have higher standards than I don't know.
I'll touch spots Kevin can never touch.
Yeah. Well, dude, that's just but just come up with something different. Maybe,
all right.
Maybe a RuPaul. Maybe a RuPaul. Okay. I mean, maybe a RuPaul reference, which is disgusting too. But I don't.
Wait. Why is that disgusting, George? Is the homophobia slipping in?
RuPaul. Yeah, that's disgusting. But yeah, come up. I mean, change it up a little bit.
No. All right, I'll summon back my Mary Elizabeth joke like a Pokemon. I'll bring it back when I need to.
Yeah, come up with something a little bit different. I mean, like maybe Richard Simmons or RuPaul or.
No, those aren't feasible. Mary Elizabeth is right around your alley.
Yeah, I don't. So that's to say that I've got Down syndrome? No, I don't. I got Down syndrome retardation? I don't think so.
So what's been going on?
You don't know.
Have they been fucking with you still?
Oh, they do it every day. They email me constantly.
How about Deus?
Same shit, same old shit. More threats, and blah 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 blah. Then Boston Soul's now coming out and saying shit. Jesus. Boston Soul's I don't know who the fuck that is. Some fucking punk that has nothing else better to do with his time. I just get sick of it. And then Henry comes out, runs his mouth, and I told his ad. I responded to Henry. I said, you motherfucker, you. Let me catch you at that graveyard. I told him. And I know it's easy. I'm not guilty. I'm not doing anything wrong. I said, let me catch you at the cemetery. Just come there when I'm there. Let me catch you. I give a goddamn. And the police, he says, well, my friends will get me out. And anything you do, well, let me tell you something. His picture is, a lot of people have seen his picture. So he's stupid. He's stupid showing his face. But, he's going to get his ass out. I don't give a damn what he thinks or how many people thinks they can help him, that thinks he knows. He puts his pants on the same way I do.
Yeah.
So, give a fuck,
Well, I know he's the most recognizable one to you, and I think that may work against him, especially with with him hanging around the graveyard and all the other plans and shit that he has for you. Like I've talked to him before. He said he hoped you got into the hospital and needed surgery because he would go undercover to switch your charge to make sure you got a vasectomy, so you never had kids again or some shit.
Well, you know what? I will not give that information out to anyone. So good luck with that. And what I have is it's a simple outpatient procedure. So I'm not worried about what he thinks he's going to do, what he says he's going to do. Fuck him.
Yeah, I think Henry is the most notable one that you could point out that would come up close to you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, Watt's seen him. I haven't seen him. Watt's seen him.
Oh, Watt has seen him. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's in the Randy Macho Man Savage tone. Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. You've seen him.
I know the other day I was doing a little digging and some of the going through the old logs of information, and I found that there was a $35,000 payment to the Henrico PD Police Officers Benevolent Fund. So I'm trying to figure out why the fuck they did that.
Say what now? I heard you, but
there was a $35,000 payment to the Henrico PD Benevolent Fund.
From who?
I'm not sure who it's from. I know it's probably one of the Inner Circle. It was on the Inner Circle Discord, one of the old ones.
Okay. Well, you can't buy. I mean, you know, you can. People that are I mean, some people maybe you can, but most people, you know, are not viable. I mean, money does work sometimes, but I mean, people who have morality and a conscience,
yeah,
you can't buy people. All there is to it.
You know, everybody's got a price, but some people, you're right.
Well, I don't know about it. I mean, look, like, hey, we're gonna pay you $50,000 if you don't pretend like you didn't see this. So, like, no. I mean, I could use $50,000, but I'm not going to take a bribe, or I'm not going to take. You know, if I see a crime being committed, I'm gonna, you know, bring it out. That's just me. Bullshit, you know. And there are dirty cops. Don't get me wrong. There are dirty cops. Some of the bitch that lived across the street from me was a dirty cop. The guy who used to live in the Norfolk cop that used to live across the street from me was a dirty fucking cop. He would harass Matt, you know, and Matt, you know, of course, Matt was no angel, but Matt just spent 5 years in jail. He got out. I told him, I said, look, I said, you walk the thin line. I'm going to take it on the chin for you, but you pay rent. So at first he came in, he was paying the rent. His father was paying the rent and all that. So, you know, and then Matt got scared because the guy was trying to cause a problem. And then finally he was at my driveway at my old house, because I had two driveways that come out. He's brandishing a weapon on him. He said, you know, you got a sexual predator. I said, look, I'm well aware of what he did. He spent his time in jail. He's being rehabilitated. Let me worry about that. He said, you damn right you're going to worry about it. If he comes out here and bothers you, I said, look, mind your own fucking business. He's not bothering you. Get the fuck off my driveway. So he's putting his hands on his damn gun. Like, he was a redneck son of a bitch. Couldn't stand him. When he dropped dead, you know, me and Matt celebrated. Anyway.
Jeez.
So yeah, so there are dirty cops out there, no doubt about it. So anyway.
Where did Matt serve his time at?
You know what? That is a good question. I don't remember, but I want to say near Jared, Virginia. That facility near Jared, near kind of like near Emporia.
Okay.
You know what I'm talking about?
Is it the? He was in a minimum security, right?
I don't know. It was a big time, you know, prison or whatever you want to call it, security. I don't, yeah. But it was near Jared, Virginia, which is off the ramp near Emporia.
Shit. Oh, did you go to the cops this weekend?
No.
Okay.
I hadn't.
The reason why I'm asking is because I mean their overall plan is to make you go to the cops as much as possible, so that you.
I mean, I called down there, but I haven't had the chance to go by there. I've called there, talking to the same guy that I spoke to, but I haven't spoken to him and I haven't had a chance to go there. So
Yeah, they want you to appear crazy, so I'd be careful.
No. Well, see, this is the whole thing. This is the whole thing, and this whole whatchamacallit with the grave is to make me go a bit crazy too. The whole thing with the grave about doing this and doing that is to make me look crazy.
I think
I'm not
the grave thing. They wanted you to make a video so he can find out who was the mole.
Well,
that's ultimately what that was for.
Yeah, well, that's fine. He can go ahead and do whatever he wants to do. Whatever goddamn he wants to do. If he's scared, that's good. If Martine is scared, that's a good thing. Bitch.
Well, he's scared because he don't want his plans to fall through before he captures you.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's going to capture me.
No,
I don't think
he won't
so.
capture you with my help.
I don't think so.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Yeah. It's just funny. I mean, a lot of things they say. Okay, well, yeah, they say, yeah, we know where you are. Okay, duped by a goon. Who is that? Who's that sock account? Duped by a goon.
No,
sock account.
I don't know personal sock accounts. I don't know any of that stuff.
Okay. He said, well, we know where your car is at. You might want to check your brake lines and your tires. So I got on there. I said, well, let me tell you something there, buddy. I've got 3 new tires on my car. The other tire that's still good. My tires are fine. And I just put brakes on my car. So what are you talking about? And then he said, well, I'm just telling you, you don't have to get all, I said, well, how about that I've been on the highway, came back watching the game and got on the highway for a 20-minute drive. So, yeah, I think you're full of shit. The person said, we know where you are. Well, I said, well, where was I? You know where I am? Where was I? And he couldn't answer that question.
You didn't go to B-Dubs again, did you?
No.
I was going to say that would have been dumb.
No.
It's like,
no,
know they know where that is.
I actually had, the people know me. I was going to go there, but I said, you know what? No. I said, I'm not going to go there. So I went kind of like out of the Richmond area.
You went to a B-Dubs. Just nowhere near.
No. I didn't go to B-Dubs. I went to a different place,
like a sports bar.
So
you just
went
to a different sports bar.
Yeah,
okay.
I guess you could.
Let me see what The Rock gonna do with this XFL.
Oh yeah, I thought that's puzzling the hell out of me. So is that Vince McMahon's work or what?
Well, when COVID hit, he had to bankrupt the league and he sold it to The Rock. And so it's starting up this year after the NFL. So we're going to get some off-season football.
He did?
Yep.
Yeah. So The Rock owns it.
Yep. Dwayne Johnson's he owns it now, and he's going to start after the Super Bowl. It was good. Like in 2020, that shit was good, George.
Well, Vince McMahon, so he has no ties to it then.
Nope, no ties at all.
Okay, interesting. So it's the same old teams, the same names,
different names. Lots of players though, so I'm excited. I like the rules of the league, so as long as they keep that, I'm good.
How's it different from the NFL?
Oh man. Well, you can score a field goal, a 2-point, or a 3-point conversion.
Okay.
I think that's pretty fucking cool. Fuck, it was like 2 years ago since I seen it. Let me see. And I know it's different from the CFL too.
Okay.
The Canadian Football League.
But I mean, there's different names on the teams, like the Dallas Desperados or whatever. There's different names in, right?
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. The name, the Desperate, good name.
So there's tiered extra points are back. Teams will have 3 run pass only options for extra points following a touchdown. 2-yard line, 1 point. 5-yard line, 2 point. 10-yard line, 3 points. Defense awarded the same number of points for a touchdown. 35-second play clock. 3 timeouts per half.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it's good football.
Now, I heard that the USFL is going to be reemerged as well. Am I wrong about that? That's what I heard. The USFL is going to be reemerge also.
Yeah.
When I heard that, I said, "Well,
yep,
yeah." So what is it going? Is it going to be together or is it going to be a separate?
Oh, it's a separate entity.
Wow. So we're going to get a lot of football in it. That's great.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. Good. Well, I don't really care now. I just soon see the Bengals win it. Other than that, I don't give a fuck.
I bet you were heartbroken on Sunday.
Oh God, man, it just pisses me off. And I want Jerry to get another ring before he croaks. I want Jerry to get another ring.
Ain't happening.
No, I don't know about that. But he's pissed off. He canceled his radio show today. Something's going to happen, and I don't know what that something is. I know Kellen Moore is gone. The OC is gone. Kellen Moore is gone. McCarthy, it's not. I mean, they've had winning seasons with McCarthy. It's just that they expect it's the Super Bowl. They want the Super Bowl. That's what Jerry wants. So now there's rumors that maybe Sean Payton might be available, and I don't know. I mean, it's something. Jerry wants to win. Jerry wants a Super Bowl, and I don't blame him. But I don't know. And they're trying to they're trying to say that Dak is not the man that can do it, and blah 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 blah. And there's rumors about Aaron Rodgers might come down to Dallas, which I can't stand Aaron Rodgers, but I mean I will say that he is he is a good quarterback. So I don't know how I would feel about that, but they were talking about maybe bringing Aaron Rodgers to Dallas, which is crazy. I mean, anybody can do it. Jerry can do it, but it's kind of unfair because Dak has got one more year on his contract. I think Dak can do it, but I mean, it's just. But of course, he keeps throwing these INTs, so I don't know.
He ain't got nothing. He ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, I think he can. I think he can. It's just that now everybody wants him gone. The majority of the fans want him gone. I mean, I don't know how. I have mixed feelings about the whole damn thing because I think that if you blow the team up, then you got to start from scratch.
Yeah, they got to modify
start
what they
from scratch. Yeah, but I got blow the team up, start from scratch, and there's no reason why they should do that because they have. I mean, their defense is awesome. Their defense is the best, pretty much. Just that they've got. Well, they need a running back. Of course, when Pollard got hurt, and Ezekiel is like Ezekiel can't do much of anything anymore. So they probably need to get rid of Ezekiel and just figure out, look for a running back in the draft. But that salary cap, though, that's the problem. The salary cap is a big, big problem. Not the way it used to be, where you can have football dynasties.
Yeah, that's true. Well, the cap helped with that, But see, that's why Tom Brady was so great because he gave up a lot of his money to make extra room.
I'm not arguing about Tom Brady. Tom Brady is arguably the best QB. I mean, you can't argue it. He's got 7 rings. Tom Brady's arguably the best quarterback. I have no problem saying that. But I just get sick and tired of like, damn, dude, you're 46. Retire. Move on.
No, keep playing. He got that far. Over 90% of NFL players will never get as far as he has. 2 years ago, I would have. Well, after he won his last one, I would have said, "Well, hey, go for 8, go for 8." But now, after seeing him play this year,
his skills have eroded. He's not the same Tom Brady. His skills have eroded.
No, his skills are fine. It's just his defense is shit.
Yeah, well,
I mean, his O line is fucking just trash.
I say he needs to retire. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
I bet.
George,
Yeah, of course.
This isn't the first time you've been wrong, sir.
Well, no, I think that the majority of the people think that too. He needs to retire because he's, shit. 46 is usually most of the people have already retired.
Did you?
He has nothing to prove. He has nothing to prove. He's already proven what he's got. I mean, he's arguably the best QB that's played the game.
Yeah. Well, I was going to ask you, though, off topic, what are you going to do about Eugene or Tony? Because, I looked on YouTube earlier, and my fucking shit was flooded with fucking calls between you and Saunders.
I'm trying to knock down his channel, and don't ask me how I'm going to do it. I have somebody that's working with me trying to knock down his channel.
Oh, you and Casey and Kevin are flagging his shit?
Well, no. There's somebody that is very good.
It's okay. You can tell me. I can't stop it from happening.
I'm just saying that there's somebody that does not like that son of a bitch. He hates him more than I do. And he is working on making his channel go bye-bye or freezing it. Kind of like what happened with the other one.
I know he's having another show this week.
Apparently, yeah, of course. He's doing that shit. What's that?
He's back in full force. They did 7 hours last week. I was like, damn.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, that's really pathetic. It really is.
Yeah, they're back.
They're
back on your head, man.
No, they're not. They're not on my head. They can be on. They can pretend they're on my head. They're not on my head. I dropped a little nugget. I dropped a little nugget last week. Let them know what time it was. That was it. And we're gonna do that. They keep doing more shit. We're gonna do that. That moaning. Melanie is gonna be moaning.
I say no. I'm all for that. I think that's funny.
He's gonna be moaning while I say, "Oh, Melanie, you really didn't have."
I think that'd be hilarious, GG.
Yeah. You really didn't have to take your clothes off. And go, there's your cackling. I know. Isn't that sweet, Lo? Look at that. Look at my muscle. You like the feel of that? And go,
Oh,
have her cat. I gotta get. I don't have the time. I gotta get the program to do it, and there's a program that does all that shit. I don't have the resources or the time. That's why I might end up getting Watt to do it.
Bring Roger back into the fold.
No, fuck that. He's.
I'm saying,
speaking of liability,
use him.
Yeah,
Just
fuck
use
that.
him. Just use him like a fucking toy.
I could trust him as far as I could piss on him.
Yeah, you don't need to trust him. You can just use him. He could be an instrument.
He's a fucking instrument, all right. He's a fucking, I don't know what's in that fucking egghead shape he's got. Hey, it's just Roger.
I'm so surprised you trust Watt again.
Watt is a good guy. But I'm not telling Watt a lot of shit. That's a mistake because Watt doesn't understand. Watt is in this forgiveness stage now because he's born again and he's trying to get saved. And he's in this sequence where he wants to forgive everybody and everybody be his friend. I said, look, listen, these people are not going to be your friends. All they're looking for is information. Don't give it to them. He said, why should we be scared of them? I said, we're not being scared. Just don't give them information. I have to drill that in his head. And I don't know. If he fucks up again, I'm going to I mean, I give everybody a second chance. But he's just, I don't know.
Has he stopped drinking?
From time to time, like he stopped for about a couple of weeks, and then he got back into it again,
Yeah,
and
he's still
he stopped.
he's still a liability.
Yeah, I mean, he's sad. He's trying to stop. I mean, he did stop for about a week and a half, and then I don't know. He's alcohol and someone who's got mania. That's a problem. It doesn't work well. But I mean, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. But but he doesn't. I don't know. Doesn't think. Doesn't think. And I don't need that. I don't need complications. I got enough complications already.
Yeah, it's been it hasn't been a bad winter. We've been getting a lot of sun.
It's nice. It's not. And it hasn't. It's not. It's good. It's good. And spring will be here before you know it. And hey, that's great.
Yeah, it's another winter you survived.
Winter goes by fast.
Yeah, it went by super quick.
Yeah.
I don't know, for the next couple of days it's going to be in the 50s and nice out. Like, the sun's going to be out.
And then it got, February. If it does anything, it'll be February. But if we get by February and it stays this way, then we're fine.
Yeah, we're good. We're golden. Hell yeah.
We're fine. So, don't worry about that.
The trailer for the documentary should be here within a couple weeks, apparently.
What's this now?
The Jamie documentary.
Oh no! Wait! They're gonna. I thought they were putting that on ice.
Oh no, Markland he said he put too much money and effort into it. It's coming. They're gonna drop the trailer in. I think they said that the release date was later this year.
Well, he will be sued. He will be sued again. And if I'm mentioned, he'll definitely be sued. If I'm mentioning that damn trailer, he'll definitely be sued.
Oh man, they're gonna put you in a catch-22 because if you file anything, they're gonna get Saunders.
Fuck Saunders. What's Saunders going to do?
He's going to say that
he's going to say, "Oh, he paid me.
He did.
I paid
before.
I paid him to document my, to fix up the Word document, the Word to do it in Romans 12, to do it, put it in the right context. That's it. He's a paralegal. He's not an attorney. So good luck with that. Paralegal, he ain't an attorney, so they can do all they want, and they'll fail. They'll fail at that juncture. I got him to correct the typos, spelling, or whatever, or do Word document or whatever. He got $3,000 out of me for absolutely nothing. I paid him $3,000 for absolutely, positively fucking nothing, just for him to do their fucking documents.
Well, I think if they drop that, Jesus, I think it's going to be on YouTube. I think they said they're going to premiere it on one of Eugene's shows.
This is Markland, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he will be sued. The minute I see it, I'm filing a lawsuit against Markland. And then if that fucking foreigner gets in there, I'll file a lawsuit against that foreigner too. Yeah, file a lawsuit against that foreigner also. So yeah. Now, they want to bring their attorney or whatnot. I mean, look, you mentioned my name. That would be grounds. You mentioned my name, it'd be grounds. And then whatever her parents, whatnot, I will reach out to Brian and say, hey, this is going on. Now, what he'll tell me, I know that the parents, what you told me, but I'll reach out to Brian in an email and say, look, these people are not, they're trying to cause more problems. Be aware of this. I'm going after them.
About the
I understand, but I'm going to pretend like he doesn't know. And I'm going to see what he says.
Okay. You know what that tells me? That tells me you don't trust me, George. That's what that tells me.
I'm going
That
to
tells me
see
I may be
what he
wasting
would
my
tell
time
me.
trying to help you if I don't have any
I'm going to
trust
see
in you.
what he would. I'm going to see what he
That's.
would tell me.
I'm not. My lawyer warned me about this. This isn't a
Or
good thing.
what?
We gotta have trust here. This is the second time where I'm being questioned, and
Well, this is something that is kind of. You have to admit, it's kind of, whatever. It just doesn't resonate, with me that they
it's a
can do
documentary
something.
about his sister. After they told
Okay.
you to move on with your life, you're still gonna
Well,
message and email them.
he didn't tell me to move on. He said, I'm going to let him know that this is happening like he doesn't know to see what he would tell me. Because this is something that, that I don't
Okay,
know.
and, and what if he tells you I don't know what you're talking about, George? Then what?
I'm going to bring it to his attention that he might need to speak to his attorney about that.
Oh,
See
okay. And
what,
then
what he's
and then
going to
when
say.
he doesn't do that, then what? What is that going to tell you? What is that picture being painted for you now?
Well, I don't know. I want to see the reaction because this is serious. I mean, this man is being bought. This man is being freaking bought to do this. This is ridiculous.
He's
He
just
would
gonna.
not want.
All right, listen. I say go for it. I say go
He
because
would not.
they're
Well,
gonna they're
no,
gonna
because
they're
I
gonna
know
post
that
your
he would not
emails.
want
They're
that.
gonna post your
He
email
would not
in
want
Discord.
that to all because of the impulsive bitches. All because of these impulsive bitches trying to stir shit.
Yeah, they're gonna post
And
the emails you send in Discord from Henry's gonna post it in Discord.
what? Oh no. Okay. Well, yeah. That. Oh my God. Well, they will get a lawsuit. If they don't file it, I will file the lawsuit. That's the bottom line,
Are you
and
gonna
I
do
will
it in
do it
form
no matter.
of poppers?
I know that's a good question. According to where I'm at the time. If I have to, I will.
I mean, what are you gonna
No
file
problem.
for? Defamation or what?
If they bring me up, you damn right, defamation. I'll file it for. Well, I have to consult. I'll have to consult with an attorney about how I would spin it with her because I don't think she would. She doesn't need to be. There doesn't need to be any talk about her. And if there's anything about me, it's on. Definitely, definitely a defamation. I don't know what the legal ground that I would have. I would probably still go after them because there's no need for her. There's no need for there to be a documentary about her. There's no need for that.
It's to hurt you, like I told you.
Well, I'll go after the bitch, and I will go after that bitch. He's going to wish to hell he never did it because I will. Because if he brings me up, that's defamation, and I won't file it here. I'll file it out there. Well, I mean, I can still be here in Richmond and file it in one of those LA, courts where it's happening.
No, sure, yeah, you could. You can get a lawyer out there.
Or file it, online.
That's true, yeah. You could definitely get a lawyer out there.
Because that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Saying that we're talking about. Oh, that's what Boston Soul said. Why don't a writer is going to be play the part? Right? Bullshit. It doesn't look nothing like her. Right?
I think
That's what
that's
you're saying.
just for like reenactment purposes. Not like an
I'll
actual film, but like reenacting scenes.
right. No, a writer. I mean, I'll bring the whole damn thing down. Okay.
I know. There's like 2 scenes of you raping her in there that
I
they
will.
talk
Okay.
about.
I will bring the whole thing down. Okay. I'll have a GoFundMe, raise a GoFundMe against those for lawyer expenses.
For that, yeah, I agree. I'll tell
GoFundMe for lawyer. Yeah.
I'll tell my attorney as well if when that drops, see what legal avenues you have at that point.
I just can't believe them. I mean, I'm not. I mean, most of the shit they say is to try to get a rise out of me, and this could still be one of those things to try to get a rise out of me as well.
All right, here's this. Just don't even think about it, okay? Don't think about it, and then when you see the trailer, then react. That's what we'll do going forward. If I tell you something, don't even respond to it. And then when you see it, then you can react.
Well, what I'm saying is, how do we know it's not a ruse? Well, I mean, a ruse that they're trying to concoct to get me riled up. I'm just saying, you don't know. They could say
no. This one I know for a fact that they're actually doing, which is why I told you. The other one, which I didn't know that they were doing, and I didn't want to tell you, was the grave thing, and that was a thing for Marty to find out who the mole was that was telling you information.
Okay. Well,
but this fucking documentary, Say Her Name, yeah, that shit is real.
When is this supposedly going to be dropped then?
They said, I think Markland said a couple weeks. Maybe early February, the first Friday in February.
He's going to drop it. He's going to drop it in February.
On Henry, not Henry, on Tony's stream.
Well then.
So like I said, if it drops, if they do premiere it, I'm gonna text you immediately, like they're announcing it, and then you can watch it, and then you'll see. I think that'd be best, just so you're not worried about it and concerned about it, and you know.
Well, then they drop it, then it'll be too late then.
Well, they'll be dropping the trailer, not the actual documentary.
How long is the thing?
I don't know how long it is. I know the documentary is 10 parts, so they're about 55 minutes each part, between 55 minutes and an hour and 10 each part.
I swear to God, man. That's why that Markland's been quiet.
Listen, I told you him and Sean are working on some evil shit. I told you that from the beginning. That documentary is like the fucking their magnum opus.
So Markland and Brennan are
yeah. Brennan's
both
on the production side.
Okay. Looks like I'll be suing them both again. Looks like I'll be suing those bitches both again.
Yeah, but the company I think is tied to Marty, so we maybe able to rope him in there too. It would probably be better to sue the production company because that covers everybody under the umbrella. It would make all of them liable for any damages.
Yeah, that's one person going against how many people?
No, you're suing a production company that they work for, that they're using to create the documentary.
Okay.
So it isn't like you versus eight people, like with 8 lawyers. It'd be your lawyers and you versus their lawyer. You know what I mean?
Hello?
You hear me?
Hey there. Hello?
Can you hear me, George? Hello?
Yeah, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I'm not sure what happened. I was saying that it'll be you versus their production company, which is essentially them. They would bear all the responsibility, whoever is that production company. Which I believe, since Markland, Sean, and then Marty would be the party that's funding it. So it'd be actually all 3 of them.
Okay. what do you think? Would your attorney be able to do something like this? Would he be able to get in there or what?
I would have to show him the trailer first, and actually the content of the documentary if I could get my hands on it. Because depending on how they cover you, it could be just public figure, or if they get, if they get personal and they paint you in a specific way, then you can claim defamation. So it's all about how they approach the documentary and what they sort of whatever picture they try to paint. But yeah, I can have them look at it for sure for you.
Is there anything that I can do about? Well, I mean, I'm not related to Jamie, but is there anything that legally I could do against that? I mean, I'm not related to Jamie, but
no,
I'm not related. There's no way I can do to go after them for that.
The issue you're gonna have is whatever is the phone calls that they play of Angela and her, Angela's testimony in the documentary,
Right,
and the text messages from Jamie about you.
Angela was not even living here. She did. Yeah, I don't go to that crap again. Angela did not know anything. She was told what she was told, and the reason why she was told what she was told was to get her away from of trying to be around the situation, trying to interfere at the beginning.
Yeah. I know her text messages that she had between her and Jamie, as well as the 3 calls. I think it's 3 of them total.
Right, but also the message that the recent bomb that I released about a few weeks ago,
that works in your favor.
Contraring that whole situation. That one little message right there proves that other shit is full of shit. So they can keep, spinning it however they want to spin it. So, they better just, that's just, I mean, there should be some legal recourse that I would have in protecting her.
For her, I mean, legal recourse
in protecting her, I would think. I mean, because...
No, there would be none. Only the family would have to do that, and since they're part of the documentary, they.
She was they.
Like, in order for you to do it on her, like, I don't think there's a way you can. I can ask my attorney, and ask them even if her family is representing her on her behalf, her estate. Is there any recourse for you to defend her name? You'd only have to do it within your testimony, I'm thinking. But that is something I can double check for you.
Yeah, because then in that case, then I'll go on a campaign to get that thing knocked down or whatever. I'll go on a fucking vigorous campaign to get that thing removed or take it down.
Or not premiere on Netflix, fucking HBO Max, and I think is either Hulu or Amazon. One of those two.
Piece of shit. I can't wrap my brain around it. This doesn't sound real. I mean, I know what you're telling me, but it doesn't sound real. I mean, it's just me, and then this on a deceased loved one, all because of fucking this obsession they have. So this deceased loved one of mine and me, it's because of their twisted obsession.
Yeah, I mean, it's Marty. You're his enemy. He's your enemy. It's a war for him.
Yeah. Well,
this is a war game for him, and he will do whatever it takes for you to lose.
Well,
he believes you already got one foot in the grave, and you're never going to have children. So he's already doing victory laps.
I don't really give a fuck what he thinks. I'm on this planet for at least another 40 years, so I don't give a fuck what he might think.
Well, I'm just letting you know what your enemy's thinking of you, so you can.
Yeah, well, I don't really give a fuck what he thinks, because if I could, I'd piss in his face. I'd piss in his face and make him drink it. Shit.
Well, that I do know you'd want that more than anything.
or use his head as a putter. Use his head as a golf ball.
I think you would take great delight if Marty's hands were tied behind his back, and you could just unload on him.
Yeah. Keep his hands tied by it. You can keep his hands wide open too. I don't give a fuck. Keep his hands wide open. I don't give a fuck. Give him one good fucking, take that damn fucking taser and put it in his goddamn nuts.
Oh shit.
And then just pound his skull till there ain't no skull to pound.
Damn, George. Oof, I'd hate to see you pissed off.
Let's say it was your wife. Let's say it's you and you're married, right?
Yeah.
Your wife. Okay, you all had a squabble and whatnot, and there was a heavy accusation that was being made or whatever, and something tragic had happened to your wife, God forbid. Yeah. And then I don't know if you got kids and all that. You might have kids. I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, you're raising up. You're trying to, and then some enemy comes out of nowhere and makes up a story, and then you have to go ahead and then kind of. I mean, I know it's kind of a stretch, but imagine that that your wife and you get into an argument and whatnot, and something happens to your wife and she's no longer here, then you have to defend your relationship, and then you're being accused for something that you didn't do. Let's say maybe accused for her death, and then you're trying to, so you kind of get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get exactly what you're saying, and you may not like this answer.
Story, not even knowing the story.
Right, and you may not like this answer, but I would do everything opposite of you that you did, and this shit would have been over.
How was that?
I would have found Marty.
Okay.
I would have found Marty. I would have never given up fucking Markland in the lawsuit. I would have fucking did everything in my power.
But you have resources. I don't have financial resources. You have financial resources right now. Right now, I don't. Haven't had financial resources the past 4 years.
I would have found a way. I would have.
I tried.
I would have broke Saunders' fucking legs. I would have lured his fat ass out and broke his fucking legs until he gave him up. Yeah, I would have did a lot of things.
Well, Saunders was already cooked because he was fucking running his goddamn mouth. He was already fucking cooked anyway. He was drunk out of his mind and whatnot. And I don't. Yeah, I mean, when he pulled that shit, then I was about ready to do something, and Kristen was already pissed off about it too. And then I told him, I said, just watch yourself out. Like, do you know where I live? I said, you damn right I know where you live, so you better watch the fuck out. And then, like I said, going over there, and then, problem is, the son of a bitch has guns.
No, that's what I'm saying. I would have lured him out. I'm like, yeah, all the times he asked to come for a ride, yeah, you can come with me, motherfucker. Absolutely. Get drunk as you want. Get as drunk as you want. Get as high as you want. Yeah.
Yeah, he has guns. That's the problem.
Yeah, I would have fucking blindsided him. He wouldn't have been able to reach that gun.
Yeah.
Especially if I knew karate like you do.
Well, I know.
I took out that fucking kneecap.
I could use my fingers and poke his eyeballs out. What I could do.
Oh, you can. Oh shit.
No, there's a technique where you can poke someone's eyeballs out with one little,
yeah,
trick or punch.
I'd like, honestly, to be honest, there's so much animosity between you and fucking Holmgren. I wouldn't mind seeing you guys just have a straight old school fucking Donnybrook,
Right.
Just fucking meet up and beat the shit out of each other until it's over. Like that's like how personal it is that I sent it to be. If they're going to make a documentary about your girl,
I would definitely give him something to remember if he's still, I would give him something to definitely talk about, like, or if he can still talk or still remember his name,
yeah,
or who he is. But
yeah, I wouldn't have. Honestly, I wouldn't even call the police. I wouldn't. Nah, I would have handled that shit like Taken. You ever seen that movie, Taken? When they kidnapped his daughter overseas. He was just like, all right, I gotta.
Well, there's not yet issues with that. I mean, Henry would be the one that would probably be the one to go after because Martine hides behind, the minions. I call them minions. He hides behind Henry or whatever, and.
But I understand. I'm saying this without having any knowledge of who Martine was. But if I have knowledge of who he is, there are certain I wouldn't do that.
You would do what?
I'd call a Desi hit squad or something. I wouldn't fucking go at that man head on.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's not like what? I mean, he's Teflon. He can't, he won't fall to you. He won't go down the ground.
I mean, it isn't about his physical prowess. It's about you being unable to touch him.
I don't know. Well, you mean what? But people, have people around him?
Yeah.
Yeah. He'll have security around him. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, but even if he did, if he hates you, like with you, if he was walking around Virginia and you pulled up on him, I think he would actually tell his security not to touch you and to fight you one-on-one.
Yeah. Well, he would be. I don't know what his. I mean, I don't know. Okay, so I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't know. But he would have a fight. Put it that way. I don't know anything about his paralysis or whatever. I don't give a fuck. He would definitely have a fight, and he would definitely would know about it. He would be in a fucking bad state of affairs after I get finished with him.
So you'd actually you'd fight him and defend Jamie's honor at least, and not call the cops. You'd actually fight him.
If the bitch got in my face, I would fucking kick his ass. Yes. If the bitch came up to me and was the aggressor, I would finish him and knock his ass on the ground. Now, of course, whatever else it takes. Then after I did that, then I would call the police, get his ass arrested, take him away.
Oh, so after the ass kicking,
put his ass in the ground. Because I mean, he's a criminal. Am I wrong or am I right?
Well, yeah, he's definitely a criminal. Yeah,
he's a fucking criminal. He's a menace to the society. He can hide behind that Ukraine war. He can hide behind the Ukraine war, saying that he's helping or whatever he's doing. He's doing a lot of illegal shit though in between that stuff.
True. Nah, I can't deny that. Yeah, that is right, GG.
This is where you come in because you have you have knowledge of of his transgressions.
Yes, I do.
I don't know his transgressions. You know his transgressions.
Yeah,
this is where you come in.
The fucking illegal kid he had in Cambodia that his wife doesn't know about.
Well, anyway.
Yeah, I know about that. Right. I mean, I think that's the kid I told you about that he had out of spite against you.
Again, I don't really give a fuck about that. I really don't. That's just lunacy. He could be the baby daddy to a fucking deformed mongoloid. I don't give a fuck.
God damn, GG.
It would be a damn fucking daddy to a fucking rape a fucking primate and have it be the father of a damn monkey.
God damn, GG.
I mean, that's, whatever.
I really hate this motherfucker, huh?
Yeah, I can't stand the bitch. Can't stand any of them. Yet, this is who they all go around to keep this shit up. All right, well, look. So, I mean, if this shit happens, well, I mean, as you say, it's going to happen or whatever. So then, when it happens, then just kind of see what you can find out with your attorney. Find out with your attorney what the options are. There you go.
Yeah, like I said, I will, based on, like I said, defamation is going to be, that's what we're going to have to hinge it on, defamation of character. Especially if it is, about you in a large way. Yeah. If it has your image in there and it's saying different things about you, then
If
yeah.
my name or my voice or anything about me.
Oh yeah, that I know for a fact is going to be in there. There's going to be images from your show.
Okay, well that's a lawsuit then.
So like I said,
Your image of me and my voice, then yeah, that's definitely a lawsuit. So
like I said, in the day when I find out the day, I'll be texting you ahead of time to let you know the day that they plan on premiering that fucking.
so did that
trailer.
the fact that look, the fact that I knew about it, is that why he's rushing it now, or was it, or maybe I should not say anything?
Yeah, he's doing the trailer so far ahead of time because I mean they're trying to expedite things because, like I said, he believes that there's a mole now. So
Right, but so it would have been better for me not to have said anything.
no, they were gonna do it anyways.
So the fact now that I know, but now they're trying to put it in warp speed then.
Yep.
So I probably shouldn't have said anything.
No, that's actually good. If they release it now, we can do it before they actually release the actual 10-part series. You can put it once the trailer is out. You can put a stop to it then, from ever seeing the light of day.
Yeah, but that trailer's damning enough.
No, that trailer isn't. It could just be a trailer, and putting a stop to it now will be good, because if they actually do go through with the release, then that's 10 hours of fucking content that the world is gonna see.
Yeah, and it would definitely put me make me well known, but in the wrong way.
In the very wrong way. I mean, I don't think you'd be able to walk anywhere in Richmond, Virginia, let alone DoorDash. People are gonna be looking at you like you're fucking insane, and pointing at you and laughing at you like that's the guy, that's the murderer, that's the rapist.
You see how low it doesn't sound real. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but it
Okay,
doesn't sound real.
Here's how you make it sound real. Imagine a fucking 10-part documentary comes out about you, pointing you to be a rapist and a killer. How would the people in your city react to that? They would laugh at you, they would point at you, and look at you. That's real.
Well, they can point all they want, but that's not. Yeah, it definitely needs to be contended with. It definitely needs to be contended with. It needs to be ripped from the bottom part. You see that latest crap that Brennan, he's balding. You see that video he put up? Brennan, he looks like a clown. He's like a balding head, he leaves it, running his mouth off about the Cowboys. You saw that?
No, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, he's on his channel there. He said, "I told you about the Cowboys," but I mean, whatever. I don't give a damn about that. But he's just just look at him. I mean, he looks like a clown that has been a balding clown that just came through a damn sawmill. It's like just went through a damn sawmill and whatnot. And
what's this
channel
called?
Quioccasin Blues, or I don't know, Quioccasin, whatever the fuck it is. He thought they thought that I was living in Nottingham Green apartments in Quioccasin Road way back when. That's why I don't know how they thought that. That's where they thought that I was living at. So that's why he's got it called Quioccasin Blues.
Oh, so it's not the old man Henry Pones, Gorgeous George, and his a-hole?
I don't think that is. I think it's Quioccasin. It might be, but I don't know. Hold on, let me.
Oh, Tiflos faggot? No. Oh, okay, I see it.
You see that shit?
Yeah, I see it. I didn't watch the video.
Got like a. I don't know. It's just it's crazy, insane.
They got it out for you, GG. I told you.
I don't give a damn what they've got. They got an obsession. They got a real vile obsession that's going to end up biting them in the ass.
You are their villain. They believe they're the heroes of the story.
Yeah, well, they're not. They're a bunch of Batman villains themselves. A bunch of Batman villains, a bunch of fucking just sick, demented people. A bunch of Batman villains and sick people.
Yeah, I agree. They believe they're the heroes of the story, so. And that you're the bad guy because what you did to Jamie and how you treated people.
I don't give a. But see, I don't give. You see, I really don't give a fuck. What is Tony trying to do right now? Is he trying? I think Tony's trying to do some shit right now. Somebody told me that he's putting up my social somewhere again. They already put it on Reddit supposedly.
Oh, that I don't know. I can find out for you though.
What is he? Well, yeah, just find out what he's up to, Tony.
Okay.
What he's trying to pull. I'm sure that Melanie is going to be coming out with her distaste for me calling her a Canadian hobo. I'm sure she's going to have something to say about that. I don't give a fuck.
See, you got enemies coming at you at all sides. Damn, GG.
Yeah. Well, she looks like it. You take that makeup off her face, and she is a Canadian hobo.
She's a dime piece, dog. What you talking
She is a Canadian hobo. No, she's not.
She's a fucking dime.
Did you see the picture? She's one of those pictures where she looks really rough. Let me send it. Let me look. I saw a picture where she just no makeup at all. She looks like a man, like a middle-aged man with a hobo look, Canadian hobo. Kind of maybe like Robin Hood without the makeup.
It sounds like any woman that makes fun of you, you got a problem with, GG.
If they're
like any woman that criticizes
if they're really attractive and they're doing it, that's fine. They have a problem, but if they're attractive, I'll say they're attractive. If they're not, she cakes up her face with makeup. Cakes her face up with a lot of makeup on her face. Take that makeup off. She looks like a man, and looks like a man that's worth the war.
You did it,
dude. All right, let me get. I'll find that picture, and when I do, I'll email it to you. There's a picture that I had to try to find, but yeah, I saw something of her. She didn't look all that dolled up. She looked like she went through a damn sawmill herself.
GG, if you're a red blood American male, you'd hit it. Because us real men don't have such high standards, GG.
I don't think she's. I really don't think she's all that, though. I really don't.
Us real men don't have those kind of standards, GG.
No, but why should you're not gonna fuck anything that moves. You're gonna mose around and see what's there.
But that depends on my situation. If I was in your situation, I'd be getting anything I could get.
No. But see, that's it. I'm content, and I'm content basically. So I'll be fine. I'll find what I'm looking for. I found it once. I can find it again.
I hear you, brother. Well, again, so you want me to look for information on what Tony's doing with your social, correct?
Yeah, well, I if you can, because I haven't heard from Anonymous recently about that.
Okay.
I know they put it on Reddit, which is, pretty damn alarming. And then I need to kind of put his on Reddit.
You already got a Reddit account, or you just?
I don't have a Reddit account, but I've got another source that can.
That can do it.
Put it on.
You. Gotcha.
Okay, so that way it cleans my hands.
Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, make sure I have clean hands, right?
That is true. You always want to make sure that's a must.
They can whatever, but just look to see if that bitch is trying to do something, and if he is, then we can probably get that guy in prison. I'm not stupid enough to take a social security number and drop it everywhere. That's prison time, even though I say I'm going to do it. But if that bitch is doing it to me, then he can serve some prison time.
I mean, you also said you were calling CPS, so he.
Well, yeah, and he believed it too. And there was a mechanism that scared him, and then there was another mechanism that scared him about his social. He figured that he could drop his social without having his social being exposed. He drops my social, and I told him I got his social. There was a mechanism to keep him shut his mouth until that foreigner threatened him as well. So,
Oh yeah.
that foreigner threatened him and all that. So, yeah.
Yeah, Marty's. Yeah, that was fucking brutal. I don't know what he threatened him with, but yeah, it scared the fuck out of him.
Well, like I said, if this is something that can scare Marty, then that's a good thing. So the fact that I know a lot of things that scares Marty, then I've accomplished something. That's a good thing.
Well, yeah, he just doesn't want you to know his plans.
Yeah.
But the fact that you know a few of them, yeah, he should be worried.
Yeah. So what I'd love to have happen is have his ass extradited and put him in fucking just get his ass extradited and put him in cuffs and throw him in a fucking Cuscow till and that would be the best thing that could ever happen.
Would you go visit him?
No.
You wouldn't want to witness him rotting in prison?
Well, I'd probably gonna go there one time and say, "Hey, bitch, how's it feel?"
Yeah, I know you,
Like,
GG. You are
feel?
definitely gloating about it.
Look at the middle finger and spit in his face and say, "Capiche." Spit in his goddamn face and say, "There you go, you bitch."
Oh, jeez.
All right. Anyway, what is? Hold on. Let me look at something. I'm just something here. What is this? Okay, that's done. All right. What time is it? 1:30. All right. I gotta get some gas and then call it a night. So.
All right, GG. I'm gonna look for that information for you, and I'll let you know if he's planning anything.
All right. Let me know. All right. We'll talk then.
All right, GG.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.